can Obama take over GM? I mean, they're little social planners as if they're God.
Exactly. You can't do that. You can't allow the government to tell you how you're supposed to live.
That's like if you're more handsome and you get the beauty queen, they come up and say, we're going to cut your nose off so that you're not too handsome, so there's no competition. I mean, that's where all this ends.
Sure. And it can go a lot further. It could be, oh, you're the wrong color, you're the wrong race, so we're not going to let you come up here?
Well, we know why. They're just a bunch of control freaks, and I'm sure some other restaurant or something gave them a little bit of money on the side. And let's come back and talk about where this is going. Vito Congine Jr. is our guest. I got a really exciting letter here I want to read when we come back from break. And I want to remind my staff and myself, I want to implement a time on the show every day for like 10, 15 minutes where I read quick email questions and answer them, and then read a letter or two of the day. Because we get thousands of letters a week, no exaggeration, and we try to scan through them and read, and I want to try to give the attention due to some of these great points people are making. We're going to try to more heavily program the show. By program, set up what we do, when we do, how we cover it, because there's so much to get to, and time has a way of getting away from us, but we try to give people a full spectrum breakdown of what's happening. Man, this story of what happened to you in Wisconsin just illustrates so much, and you're saying your family is sunk into debt to do this. They won't even let you open. You got to have wine in an Italian restaurant. I mean, that's just, that goes together like a horse and carriage. I wouldn't go to an Italian restaurant, at least back when I was drinking, occasionally without red wine. I mean, that's something you got to have. And they just don't care. I mean, you've got to sue them. That's pure discrimination that they said to you. And I would call them again and record them saying at this time that, that would be competition. I mean, are they like the gods, the fairy godmother that waves their wand? Well, that's what licensing does. It turns us into slaves.
Yes, it does. And as you said, I need to sue them, but unfortunately, you can't really find an attorney who's trying to, feed his family to sue a municipality because they're worried about people not coming in and using them as attorneys. They just don't want to fight the municipality. They don't want to try to get a bad name themselves in the town. That's when the ACLU found out about the violation of my First Amendment rights, and now they're considering taking it on. They haven't agreed to do so yet, but they are taking it under consideration.
Well, why don't these local boss hogs on power trips just apologize? I mean, they're obviously boss hogs. If the police come and steal the flag, I mean, or are they just... Or are they just ignorant?
They actually came on my property, no warrant, no warning, no phone call, nothing, and literally went there, took the flag down from the pole, and left with it. And when my neighbor saw what they were doing, he tried to stop them, and they threatened him with arrest if he tried to interfere.
Now, there was a case in Reno, Nevada, where they were flying a Mexican flag above an American flag, and the guy went and cut it down and got in trouble. We had him on. But I guess that's okay. Just don't fly the American flag upside down. I guess if you would have urinated on it or something, they would have been happy.
Yeah, actually, that's part of the U.S. flag code, and I am following the U.S. flag code. If you defecate or spit on the flag, that is illegal. But if you hang it upside down, Union side down, that is part of the U.S. flag code. It's a signal of distress. It is not a sign of disrespect whatsoever.
No, I know. These people are just morons. Are they starting to get embarrassed that the national media is covering the fact that it's a sign of distress and you're right to do it, or are they just sticking their thumbs in their mouths and sucking them and saying, I don't care?
Well, it's hard to say because their village attorney that's attended the meetings for the licensing and everything, they asked their attorney, can we deny him for this reason? And he told them straight out, well, if you deny him for that reason, he's going to have the ability to come back at you and sue you and appeal it at the circuit court level. And even though he basically told them you can't do it for that reason, they did it anyway. And
why are they out to get you? I mean, are you an outsider? I mean, is this a boss hog situation where everybody's married to their mother?
Pretty much. I moved up there in 1995. I bought my house. I bought a business in 2004 there, which was just a bar tavern with a small amount of food. And then when I got activated for Iraq, I sold out to my partner, and I went to Iraq. And then when I came back, I started looking for another one. It took me a couple of years, and now I just found it. And now I went to them. They said, yes, we'll give it to you. And when I go to them to get the final approval for the license so I can open my doors, they said no.
That is just devastating. And of course, they won't give you the liquor license until after you've already built it. That's how it works most places.
Exactly.
So where are you going from here? I mean, you had to leave the state?
Bankruptcy. Find another place to live. Hopefully they won't throw myself and my wife and my family out of our house on the street. You know, I'm paying about $9,700 a month in bills, and that was fine until I lost my job as an electrician in Illinois. And now I come down here looking for work pretty much every week, and it hasn't been so good. I'll get a week, maybe a month.
And then meanwhile, the crazy town won't let you supply the service of an Italian restaurant.
No, they won't.
I'm hungry just thinking about it.
No.
Well, do you have a website or an email for folks to contact you that might want to legally help you?
I am listed on Facebook. I am getting thousands of people giving me their support, and I want to say thank you to all of them for their support. And for those that aren't supporting me, voice your First Amendment right. That's all I'm saying this is about. This is about using that First Amendment right.
I agree with you. Vito, we'll talk to you again as this unfolds. God bless you.
All right. Thank you. Take care.